Hey paddlers, while you're out there paddling the Great Big Blue, how about being green and filling up a garbage bag with litter from our shorelines? I had a business trip coming up, which brought me to Tampa. Since I'm from the Tampa Bay area, I figured I would take off a few extra days for vacation so I can film more kayak trail videos for you. So I'm off on the 19-hour drive through Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and finally Florida. While on vacation, I plan on paddling 4 days while out filming what will ultimately be 3 videos of favorite paddling trails in the Tampa Bay area. I'm coming down in early March, which means it won't be hot and humid yet, plus the water is not too cold to get out and wade across flats and along beaches. This first Florida 2018 video takes me to Weeki Wachee Springs State Park with a high school buddy, Rob, who also happens to be an awesome Florida landscape photographer. If you'd like to see some of Rob's Florida photography, check out his Facebook and Instagram pages. He's really talented. I will intersperse some of Rob's photos throughout this video. Here's the address for Weeki Wachee. Upon entering the park, pull to the back of the parking lot into the river kayaking access area. If you're bringing your own kayaks, canoes, or paddleboards, there are carts that you can use to load your kayak onto for short transport down to the river's landing. You'll need to make reservations prior to your arrival at the park. I'm including here their phone number to make reservations, plus the pricing for renting or paddling your own kayak. Well, we're all signed in and paid up. Here's a map of the paddle trail down the Weeki Wachee River. We start where we parked, then according to my Paddle Logger app, we paddled 6.93 miles to the takeout point at Rogers Park. This map says if you paddle without stopping, the trip will take you 2.5 to 3 hours. We added about 2 hours to that because we stopped at the many beachy shorelines to take in the sights. It's a short 200-yard walk down to the river launching point. Boy, it's really nice that they provide these carts free of charge for those that brought their own kayaks. Once you have the kayaks packed and loaded down, they can be pretty heavy to have to portage down to the river. Before we know it, we are gliding in the crystal clear water. I mean, folks, this water is as clear as the air we're breathing right now. Probably an hour earlier, this water rose up from hundreds of feet below the ground through a labyrinth of limestone caves and passageways. We started out east a couple hundred yards to where the public river begins. Beyond this sign are mermaids, and you have to pay for tickets to see them in the live mermaid show. So, we turn around and our journey downriver begins. We just passed a dock where passengers board the riverboat tour. You may find this riverboat idling past you during the first half mile of your paddle. I just can't get over how clear the water is. Here, we're at a point in the river that widens quite a bit, and you have the option of going right or left around an island. This cormorant duck looked really cool gliding by me beneath the water before hopping up on this log. Here's the tour boat. This is the only power boat allowed on this part of the river. As you get further downstream, you will see an occasional small boat, but by law they are only allowed to idle. After about a mile of paddling, you will exit the park. While in the park, you're not allowed to get out of your kayak to swim, explore, etc. After leaving the park, you can pull up on shore at any of the many sandy shorelines, which is exactly what we do at the first one we come up to. I figured I would launch the drone to get some cool aerial shots. The water even looks cleaner from above. Everything looks so clean and pristine along the river, but I was wondering if that was the case if I wandered inshore a little. Might as well get a start to fill up my trash bag. On initial inspection, everything looked pretty clean, with the exception of a can or a bottle here and there. As I looked deeper, You could find all types of litter hidden under the leaves that had fallen. If every boater and paddler could make it a practice to fill one garbage bag with found litter, floating trash would never be a problem. If you would like a 3-inch pick and paddle sticker plus a Kayak Cliff sticker, I will send you one. Just go to kayakcliff.com. Your donation helps me make more videos that bring awareness to cleaning up our waterways. I will soon start to organize group cleanup events too. I want this to go nationwide and even worldwide, where paddlers all over participate. Now, some history on Weeki Wachee. The springs were originally given their name by the Seminole Indians. In Seminole, Weeki Wachee means little spring or winding river. Weeki Wachee Spring is known as the deepest freshwater cave system in the United States. When that water comes out at a constant 72 degrees Fahrenheit, it's coming from deep, deep down below terra firma. The cave's enormity was recently verified during a drought in 2007. The flow coming out of the spring was weaker and had consequently dropped to a level that allowed cave divers to more easily enter the cave system at the spring. 6,700 feet, or a little over a mile, of passages were explored at an average depth of 265 feet below ground to a maximum of 407 feet below ground level. At least that's as far as we know. Manatees, fish, alligators, and turtles were the only inhabitants of Weeki Wachee until 1947, when a retired Navy frogman named Newt Perry combined his underwater diving experience with natural inventiveness to create Weeki Wachee's first underwater show that we still have today. All along the river, you see improvised ladders leading up trees that extend over the river, rope swings too. Check this guy out. There's actually a limb above where he's jumping for the over-adventurous. Rob took several multiple stop-motion photographs of this guy jumping as well. If it wasn't a 60-degree day in March, I guarantee you would have seen me jumping. At this point, I think it was our 4th or 5th stop. We began to realize that we had only traveled about 60% of the river. We still had a little less than half left and less than an hour to get there, if we wanted to make the last shuttle at 4:50 p.m. back to our car. We really dug in and paddled nonstop as fast as we could to get there in time. If you like Kayak Cliff videos, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page. You can also keep up with me at my website, kayakcliff.com. Don't forget to get your pick and paddle and Kayak Cliff stickers while visiting my website. Thank you for your support. There are more Florida videos coming soon. Remember to unplug from your technology-filled and stressful lives and get out there. Paddling is a great way to reconnect with nature while melting the stress out of our bodies. Well, we made it to Rogers Landing. Time to unload our gear while one of us takes the shuttle back to pick up my vehicle. It's just a 10-minute ride back to where we started. Make sure you get out on the water this week, or as soon as you can, to unwind, to pick and paddle, while enjoying and exploring the great outdoors. Safe paddling, guys, and God bless.